The Fallout games have become more popular over time, with each new game expanding the post-apocalyptic setting. Fans are eagerly awaiting Fallout 5 after positive responses to Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. Bethesda has been secretive about the game's development, leading to speculation among fans about what to expect and how the game might improve on past issues. As various rumors and speculations circulate, a key topic of discussion arises regarding Fallout 5, where it will be set. Fans and theorists are exploring different clues and references, suggesting potential locations ranging from New York City to a post-apocalyptic version of Texas. Each proposed setting brings new storylines, expanding the Fallout world with uncharted cultures and histories. The choice of setting is crucial, shaping the game's backstory and themes. If Fallout 5 were to be set in a different place, and maybe even beyond the borders of the U.S., players could discover diverse post-apocalyptic societies. This shift could inject new energy into the game series, uncovering how different regions have coped with the aftermath of destruction. It would enrich the game's narrative, telling stories of communities rebuilding after catastrophe. Introducing new cultures wouldn't just enhance the story but also gameplay, presenting fresh challenges and resources. Where Fallout 5 takes place greatly affects the survival aspects of the game, fostering innovation. In harsh landscapes like jungles or deserts, survival skills would need to adapt. Players might encounter new materials to craft with, face different dangers, and navigate challenges posed by the environment itself, such as weather changes, wildlife encounters, and diverse terrains. This shift could create a dynamic gaming experience, emphasizing the need for resource management, exploration, and diplomacy with factions in a post-apocalyptic world. There's a lot of buzz around the development of Fallout 5, with a focus on improving gameplay and introducing new features. One key aspect being looked at is the VAT system, which lets players strategically target enemy body parts during combat. There's talk of adding real-time decision-making to the mix, blending the tactical depth of VATS with the fast-paced action of live combat. This change would require players to think quickly, making fights more intense and realistic. On top of that, it seems like there might be some changes to the survival mechanics in Fallout 5. The game could dive deeper into the post-apocalyptic world by expanding crafting and resource management. By making scavenging for rare materials essential for survival, players would get a better feel for the harshness of the wasteland. There's also mention of more complex hunger, thirst, and radiation systems, which would force players to plan ahead and carefully manage their resources while exploring dangerous areas. Another area that might see improvements is weapon and armor customization. Players could have more freedom to tailor their gear to their liking, with options for modular upgrades and cosmetic changes. This kind of personalization would create a stronger connection to the game world and encourage players to try out different strategies. These changes and additions aim to enhance the overall Fallout experience, offering a dynamic world that reacts to players' decisions and creativity. Fallout 5 brings a lot of storytelling potential. With its intricate storylines, players make decisions. This new direction could really change how the series tells its stories, with choices having real impacts on players and the game world. The various outcomes might make players want to replay the game multiple times to explore different paths and see what happens. By adding tough moral choices and faction relationships, Fallout 5 could become even more engaging. Players could be presented with decisions that don't have clear-cut right or wrong answers, making them think about what matters to them or the benefits of siding with certain groups. Expanding on factions could introduce more diverse organizations with conflicting goals. Interacting with these factions could lead to unexpected alliances, rivalries, and results, shaping how the game's story unfolds. Making quests more player-driven could make Fallout 5 more immersive. Quests changing based on player choices could create unique storylines and outcomes. This interactive approach would make the game world feel more alive as players' actions influence what happens around them, offering a personalized gaming experience. This kind of design could deepen the storytelling in Fallout 5 and really draw players into the world and its inhabitants. The game development progress indicates that Fallout 5 is poised to have better graphics and a more immersive experience. There are rumors swirling around about the game possibly using the Creation Engine 2, which is Bethesda's newest game engine. This could mean that we may see improved visuals for characters and landscapes in the game, enhancing the overall player experience. Thanks to the engine's powerful capabilities, we could see more realistic environmental interactions and details. Imagine buildings collapsing, trees swaying, and the environment changing based on the player's decisions. Fallout 5 might also introduce more complex weather systems that could impact how the game plays out, adding a layer of depth and challenge for players. Expect to see enhanced lighting and shadows in the game, which will make its environments even more visually appealing. Whether it's the sunlight peeking through a city skyline, the soft glow of a neon sign, or the ominous presence of shadows, these visual elements could make the game feel more lifelike. The way light and shadow interact could even affect gameplay strategy, adding a new tactical dimension. These improvements are set to make the player experience in Fallout 5 even more engaging and captivating during exploration. Fallout 5 aims to shake up the post-apocalyptic RPG genre by blending traditional elements with new gameplay and storytelling. Both longtime fans and newcomers could be drawn to the game, widening its appeal. By introducing innovative player-driven narratives and immersive gameplay, Fallout 5 might change how players view Fallout and other RPG in a post-apocalyptic setting. If these changes are successful, it could solidify the franchise's reputation as a pioneer and secure its place in the history of gaming.